Hey everybody, TBC here. Can you believe we are already now a month into this server and Kunak is just 1 month away already? I'm so excited for Kunak to drop, and especially now we know that the keying process isn't going to be as bad. It's going to really open up, I think, a lot more people to experience the Rishans peak earlier and faster than on previous TLPs. Today I thought I would bring you the next kind of stage in my leveling of my ranger that I recorded as I leveled up. Really good experience, really fun times in pickup group. As a reminder, I leveled up solely using pickup groups, and I did it in like 4 or 5 days purely by pickup groups as a ranger, and it was a really varied kind of experience. Sometimes I was tanking, sometimes I was pulling. In fact, most of the times I was tanking. Sometimes I was needing to throw in some clutch heals and so on. So it's been a really good and fun experience with the ranger. Right now I'm level 24. I did 20 to 24, just kind of carrying on in the main room camp. It was so easy, it went really fast, no big issues, no real loot, no real competition for mobs, just killing, and at level 24 it really took a nosedive, and I decided to call it a night at that point and then pick it up the next day, where I was able to join a Fireplace group. Now if you don't know, Fireplace is just upstairs from the main room. It's kind of like the next camp you will typically go to after hanging around in main room, and the mobs are a little bit higher level. We start getting some names, we start seeing some loot finally, and some couple of really tricky pulls that you have to manage as well. But there's also a keying process, and I will get into that in a little bit. But anyway, in the group, as you can see, we had a bit of variety. I wasn't tanking initially. We had a paladin to tank, which I was really happy about. But this group was far from optimal really for the camp. We had a tank, a cleric healer, a rogue, and 2 druids, and myself, the ranger. So we had no crowd control, which makes it interesting. Some of these pulls can be 3 to 4 mobs very easily, and typically what happens then, without any crowd control, the tank engages, we got 4 mobs being on him, the cleric heals, and then those like 2-3 other mobs that aren't being beat on immediately go to the cleric, because the cleric's risen on the hay and beat down the cleric. And that's usually how wipes start if you don't manage your crowd control and your pulls effectively. But one of the big downsides to this camp is, until you've done the keying, you're actually quite limited on the amount of mobs that you can kill. And typically what you will do is you kill the hand that hangs around up the stairs in like the bedroom kind of area. You get the key from the hand that opens the magus room. In there, that's when you first start seeing loot. You got the savant's camp, which is a nice little leveling item, but the magus drops the key then for the I think it's the undead like bartender, the barkeep upstairs, and once you kill him you get the key then for the hag room right on the top floor. So there's a bit of a process that it takes to basically unlock and kind of be able to utilize the camp to its full potential, and usually it's not too bad. Normally it doesn't take long to get the key for the magus room, but not today. Guess how many spawns it took to see a hand and get a key? 1, no, 2, 3, keep going, 4, 5, 6, 7, no, it was 8 spawns it took just to get the key for the magus room. Incredible. If you extrapolate that out, math isn't my strong point, but and I'm not totally sure what the respawn time is in Unrest, but if you was to look, say it's an average of 15 minutes, that's 120 minutes, that's 2 hours it took us just to get that first key, just to unlock the magus room, to pull those 3 extra mobs that spawn in there, which is incredible. Took a very long time. We got those 3 mobs. Eventually we did get it. We got the Magus really quickly, and that enabled upstairs. Now upstairs is a tricky room because those mobs like to come all at once, and it's like 5 of them, like Unrest, nobles, undead. They're really mean, so you do have to take that pull very carefully until you get it split. So I kind of carried on in the main room pretty nicely, and I didn't stay much past 25. I think I maybe eked it out to 26 though, which is actually quite a long time to spend in Fireplace. But when the going's good, it's always better to stay with the XP than try and find something else. I only caused 1 wipe, and that was when I pulled one of the hag rooms, and as I was coming down the stairs I got rooted, and the cleric healed me, which they probably shouldn't have done, to be honest, because obviously what happened, they got all the aggro from all these mobs, so they killed me and then went charging in and absolutely annihilated the cleric. But once I got like 26, I think it was, I decided, you know what, Fireplace, it's been a good run, but it's time to go somewhere else, and that was down below to the basement, which is where people usually tend to go. Now, when I got there, the group that I joined was absolutely insane. We had 2 charm pets, we annihilated everything, and I actually don't like pulling down in the basement because it's a pretty long run, surprisingly. There's loads of places you can fall, and there's areas you can get stuck in the geometry and you have to mess around trying to rewind. You got the tentacle tower things which throw you up and around. It's just annoying to pull, but it didn't really matter. We were killing so fast with these 2 charm pets, absolutely destroying. So some of the fastest XP I've had, actually. I got level 27, 28 ridiculously fast. Fastest like I said, the fastest XP I've had to date, but that was because we were just killing so fast. And that's when I decided, you know what, Unrest, it's been a good time. You've been a part of me now for almost 20 levels. It's finally time to move on in my pickup journey. So where do I decide to go? Well, of course that is going to be the very typical pickup group location of Lower Guk. But that's a video for another day. As we say goodbye to Unrest, we will start Lower Guk. And where I went was to the bedroom camp. Very typical, very typical starting. And a camp actually I tried to avoid on other servers because it's train city. You got people who train in, people who train out, you got mobs running through you all the time. It's you are going to get wiped at some point from someone's train, whether they meant it or probably not. But on Oakwynd it didn't matter because trains don't interfere with you. They just hop on by, and when they pass back just ignore you, which is fantastic. It's so nice not to have to worry about being trained anymore. So, I hope you enjoyed the installment of my leveling journey here on Oakwynd. Thank you so much if you've watched it. If you could, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done already. It really helps me continue to grow this channel, and it's very much appreciated. We got Kunak coming up, so I've got some ideas and some videos I want to make in the run up to the launch of Kunak. But if there's anything that you want to see, let me know down below in the comments as well. Other than that, I am the Brick Canuck, and I hope that you have a fantastic day.